Well, hi gang, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday with myself, Kathy Stevens. And I'm hoping that you're joining me for this final check and 21 and done workout. For those of you that are new, that didn't start in the beginning of January, what we've been trying to do is establish a really strong goal that has several things going for it. Number one, you're tracking. Number two, you're testing to see how your progress is going. And hopefully, number three, you're rewarding yourself for job well done as well as positive results. So the neat thing about any challenge that you choose to do physically or mentally or any type of behavior change you're working on is you can start at any time you want. I called this the 21 and done because it is 2021, and so it seem to go with it. 21 days is also what it takes to form a new habit or behavior change, and then 90 days to lock it in. So I'm hoping that you guys will continue to progress as well as chart your progress. You can make your own chart or use the one that I supplied, writing down what you do with your goals in mind. If that goal was to do 3 60-up workouts a week, they should be on here. And then we came up with a few checks or screens, I call them, to see how you're progressing. These are fitness tests that show you improvement in the area of balance, cardio, strength, and flexibility. Well, today's week 4. If you started with me, hey Craig, in week 1, I hope you've got some good results that we're going to see today. If not, and it's only week 1, that's all right. It's your beginning tests, and you can use these same screens anytime you want on your own. They're very simple to administer and do on your own, and they allow you to help track how you're progressing. Now, let's talk a little bit about moving from action to what I call maintenance phase. So anytime you want to really hit a goal and reach all your expectations or change your behavior in a positive way, what you do is you work like we did through the action phase. We prepared, we made our charts, we talked a lot about goal setting and how to create a SMART goal, and then we went and we started doing those workouts. That's the action phase. Logging, rewarding, doing the workouts or whatever else is in that goal chart of action steps that you were working on. Now we've gotten through the 21 days, we're in the final week of January, and the question is, how do I maintain this new habit? Well, couple things. Helping relationships being number one. What's a helping relationship? The 60-up group. Going online, checking in on the Facebook page, adding it to the chat box like some of you are right now. Hey Dan, good to see you here this morning. But staying engaged with those people that have similar goals like you. I think we all bought our 60-up platform and kit so that we could work out together. And I hope you're encouraging others to purchase, because the more people you can embrace and bring into this relationship of fitness and staying 60 up, the easier it's going to be to commit and maintain your goals, whatever they are going forward. So helping relationships. Besides our group, remember that those people in the house with you, try to embrace them as well. Maybe they don't have a 60-up board, but you can still go for a walk or just do some calisthenics together. Try to get the people you love involved. That is the biggest helping relationship tip that I can give. Secondly, counter conditioning. What does that mean? Finding those substitutes. So maybe instead of when you're bored reaching for the chips or the refrigerator, you pull out that 60-up and you do a few of the exercises on your own that you've seen Dan or Debbie or myself do. Or you just get up and you go for a nice little brisk walk. Counter those things, those behaviors that you know aren't the best, like maybe sitting a little longer at the computer or the TV screen than you know you should, by putting in one of your action steps either on the 60-up board or in general to become more active. And it doesn't have to be hard. It can be as simple as loosening and limbering like we do in the warm-ups and just saying, I'm going to do a 10-minute stretch break. So let's make sure we counter those behaviors we recognize as not goal-based and not reaching what we want for our new selves and our new body in 2021, but slipping in the good deeds. The next is continue to reward yourself. We know that rewards reinforce good behavior. And you know, we all have different rewards that count. Whether it's I'm gonna get that new iPhone, I'm gonna buy those new sneakers, I'm gonna treat myself to a movie, some chat time with friends. Find things that are meaningful to you and use them as rewards for a job well done. And last but not least is environmental control. What does that mean? Reminders. We talked about it the first week. Little sticky notes. Don't forget to do your 60 up workout today. The schedule, which you can print. There's actually a very nice schedule of all of our classes on the website. And so print it out and have it right by your computer or your refrigerator. Having your shoes, your fitness shoes, right there by your bed. First thing you get up in the morning, what's the first pair of shoes you see? Not your slippers, your tennis shoes. Believe it or not, simple little reminders like that in your environment will keep you on track and help you stay in the maintenance phase for any goal you choose. So that's it for the wellness tip for today. It's getting from action to maintenance. And with that said, we've got to get to our 21 and done workout. What are you going to need? You're going to need, obviously, the 60 up board. Notice that I have my handles, the short ones, on the outer notches of my board. So go ahead and set that up now if you want. And for those of you that prefer not to use the tubing for any reason, the moves can be done just with the weight of your arm, water bottle, dumbbell, whatever works for you. Because remember, it's about feeling comfortable when you work out. And then the other thing I like to have is a chair nearby. I read of a lot of new members coming in that are trying to get from sedentary to active. And the best way to do that is to have that chair nearby so that when you hit your limit, you don't feel discouraged. You just sit down and watch the rest. That's all right. That still stimulates you for the next workout to go a little bit longer. So progress at your own pace and have the safety of a chair nearby if you need it. Water, of course, because we want to stay well hydrated. So have that water nearby. And what I'm going to have nearby is my clock with the second hand, because 21 and done is done in 21 minutes. And if I don't have this, it might be more like 31 minutes. So it keeps me on track. And it also gives you a fun way of knowing, gosh, I've only got 30 more seconds of this that I have to do. So it's a way to keep it a little more goal-based, because you just want to get to that final second or whatever it is we're working on. All right, so that's all we need. We are going to start with our screens, and they are part of our warm-up. So even if you aren't doing the 21 and done actually officially, we are going to do our screens. And if you have printed this out and you want to write down to see how you progressed from the first time we did it to today, which is basically 4 weeks later, I welcome you to. If not, ditch it and just do the screens and remember in your mind how you've done and try them again on your own. All right, so pen to paper or no pen, no paper, I'm fine with either way. So we're going to start off right away with those screens, and that'll be part of our warm-up, and then we'll go into the official 21 and done. I am shaking up the workout again. The way is to make it a little more functional. Dan talked about this on Tuesday. I watched you, Dan. I love his Tuesdays. His Technique Tuesdays just really is so packed with great ideas, and it helps you frame everything you're doing, and you carry it over to other workouts, the better technique or the purpose, and he spends so much time on that. So we're going to change in the cardio, which we do 7 minutes, we're going to change speed. So we know in life, we don't always go like a monitor or just a treadmill. We're not on a treadmill in life. Sometimes we got to pick it up. Sometimes we got to slow it down. So we'll use that in our cardio. In strength, we do both holding or static isometric contractions, and we do moving or concentric eccentric contractions. So we're going to go between the two, because that's the way life is. You hold things and then you move them. And in flexibility, we have something called dynamic, meaning moving flexibility. Oh, I got to reach that arm back to get that something out of my back seat, and it had to go through movement as well as have range of motion. And then we have static, or that long held stretch that really helps release muscle tension and lengthen, make more permanent changes to muscles that are overly tight. So we're going to yin yang between dynamic and static stretching within the 21 and done format. So that's my change or shake it up for today, our fourth 21 and done workout. These are all recorded, so if you didn't join me week one, they're all a little different, and you can plug those in anytime you want. Before we get started with our checks or our screens, let me check in and see who's here. Yvonne, welcome. I'm so glad. Vicki is here. Gloria, welcome, Gloria. And I'm sure there'll be more. Oh, we got a lot of people checking in today. Dan, Nancy. Oh my gosh, Linda, so good to see you guys here. And Cindy, wow. I hope you're not just watching, but working out with us. But on that note, it is okay to watch sometimes, especially if you're new, to see what you're getting into. Hey, Pat. Awesome. And I will respond. Ken, Craig was one of my first guys in the room, so thanks, Craig, for being here early. Makes me not feel so lonely when I first get started. All right, gang, let's do our screens to begin with. No music during the screens because I want you to concentrate on form and alignment. Are you ready? Let's get it out and do it. All right, so the very first screen is a simple balance move. So all we're going to do is stand on one leg for 30 seconds, and I'm going to count you down so that you know when you have to come off that leg exactly how many seconds you were able to hang in there. All right, so let's all stand on our right leg, hold onto your poles, get comfortable on that foot, feel the toes, feel the heel, feel the inner and outer arch. Ready? Let go if you can. Breathe, keep the posture up, the head high. Oh boy, you're 10 seconds in. If you have to come down, you made it 10 seconds. Come on, guys, try a little wobble's okay. And if you have to hold your pole, it's okay. 15 seconds, coming around the clock. We've got 20 seconds. Keep that chest up and breathe. Don't hold your breath. 25, almost there. And put the foot down, 30 seconds. All right, how'd you do? Write it down if you want to, or just remember it. Now let's get on that left leg. Center it underneath your body. Make sure, hold on to your poles and make sure that you feel comfortable on the foot. Chest up, chin up, ready, let go. All right, and it is okay if you have to grab your poles. Don't worry about it. Maybe mark that. We've gone 10 seconds. Keep that chest up. Try to keep your vision forward. There's 15 seconds. Ooh, I'm feeling a little wobble on this side. We made it to 20. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. 25, almost there. 25 and 30. All right, that was your first screen, one leg balance. How'd you do? Now moving on, 1 minute step in place. So what we're gonna do is put your red handle right about where when your knee comes as high as the handle, it looks like it's parallel to the floor. So we call that the right angle at the hip. So my parallel to floor is about right there. Now I'm gonna use that as a visual. Every time my knee gets that high, as I'm marching, I'm gonna count. Each knee is one count for a full minute. All right, are you ready? You can hold your poles if you like for this. Ready, set, go. Go at your own pace. Remember, it is timed, so you wanna go as many as you can, counting that right knee every time it comes up as high as that red marker or that parallel to floor. Keep breathing, chest up, chin up. Again, go as fast as you personally can, but remember to try to get that knee to parallel to floor. There you go. You've got this. We're about halfway through. If you need to stop, you can stop. Try to get that knee up to that parallel. See, I'm counting that right knee only. Here we go. We're coming around the clock. Got about 15 seconds to go. Chin up, chest up, and you should be warming up with this too. All right, you've got this, gang. Stop when you need to. I'm getting a little breathless. We got 10 seconds to go. And remember, it's at your own pace, comfortable, but as fast as you can push. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, once again, and keep walking or bending your knees a little. You would write down how you did in that 1 minute march in place. That's a cardio test. Now, the next one, you are going to need a chair. So, let's take our chair. Hopefully it's nearby. This is 30 seconds. The chair, you go from a seated to a standing as many times as you can for 30 seconds, counting each one. If you need to hold on, it's okay. And remember, it's your own pace. Don't worry about me. So start seated. Take a nice deep breath. Get your feet so that they're comfortably placed underneath you, a little bit behind the knees. Ready, set, go. Remember to count each one and to come to full knee extension, hips coming all the way underneath you. Excellent. You got 10 seconds down. Hands can be on thighs, or if you need to hold your poles, you just have to get a little closer to the chair if you're doing that. Ooh, boy, we only got 10 seconds left. Stop when you need to. Wonderful. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, last one. All right, write that down. Leg strength and agility for the chair. Now, the next one is push-ups. We're going to do wall push-ups. So hopefully you have a counter, maybe your desk or a wall, and you're just going to get into a push-up position and come down, bending the elbows to right angle and then pushing straight, keeping your body in good alignment. Once again, we're going to do this, and you can do it on the back of your chair as well if your chair is pretty steady. I'm going to demonstrate mine on the back of my chair. All right, so I stand with my body in a good angle. I bend my elbows to right angles and extend 90 degrees and away. Ready, set, go. Don't forget to count each one. This is an indicator of upper body strength. Make sure your chair isn't going to move. Sometimes it's better to use a wall for that purpose. Here we go. We're getting there, guys. Halfway through. Don't forget to count each one and go as fast but as full as you can. Full range, 90 degrees. Strong body. You got about 6 seconds left. That's nice. Keep it going. Last one, if you can do it. And log it. Good job. All right. So that's the upper body strength test. Now we had a few screens for mobility, and I'm going to do those now just because I want to get them out of the way, although we will be stretching more at the end of class. The first was to take your right arm and see if you could touch the opposite shoulder blade on the top. Yes or no, without support or without pain, it's a yes or no answer. Now you do the same thing with the left. See if you can touch the top of the opposite shoulder blade. And that's without contorting your body or twisting, okay? Then we do the opposite, the scratch. So you take your right arm and you come up your back, trying to touch the lower edge of the opposite shoulder blade, palm out. Again, keeping your posture upright, yes or no? And same thing with the left. Just come up the back, touch the bottom. Now, some of this is qualitative, meaning how close did you get or how did it feel? Making some note if one side is a lot tighter than the other. But that's a good upper body mobility screen. We want to be able to touch those markers, the upper ridge of the opposite or lower ridge of the opposite scapula shoulder blade, okay? And then last but not least was our sit and reach. And again, you use your chair here. You can put your foot up on the board if you want, and you just reach down with one hand on top of the other, legs straight, and go as far as you can, and kind of just monitor how close you get to your foot. Ideally, you want to be able to get to your toe without too much pain or strain. Nice deep breath, inhale, exhale, keeping that knee straight. Let's go to the other side. Again, one hand on top of the other, slide down the leg, see how far you can get. And let's say I could only get to mid-shin. Then I would write that down, mid-shin, and hope that next time if I use this screen on my own, that I get a little closer to that toe. Awesome. And we're done with our screens. So these are screens. Sometimes I call them screens. Sometimes I call them checks. And they're just certain things that we know are ways to compare how you were 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago to how you're doing today. And they're great ways of seeing progress in the areas of balance, cardio, strength, and mobility or flexibility. All right? Ready to work out? I don't know about you, but I am. So let's get this 21 and done on the road. All right, well, let's get going. I'm going to put a little background beat on. It's nothing too loud. I just like to put it on because sometimes I find that if I don't have a little beat in the background, I tend to go a little too fast. So it keeps me on key. All right. Again, we're pretty warmed up, so let's just do some nice, easy shoulder rolls. And just loosen up the shoulders again, and then go one arm at a time, nice and slow, up and around. Put the feet about shoulder width apart. Open up that chest and shoulder. Open up that chest and shoulder. Excellent. 2 more. And then from here, we're just gonna hip hinge or bend at the hips and then roll through the back. This is one of those warm-up moves that I just love to do every class. Roll through the back. And I love the way that the 60-up poles give you just the perfect amount of support to do this with control. Nice, feeling this down the entire back side of the body. Call that the posterior side or the posterior chain. Roll through the spine. Last one. And then stand up nice and tall, and let's just start lifting the heels one at a time, stretching the arch of the foot. So let that knee bend and that heel come up, so you're kind of going up onto your tippy toe of each foot, mobilizing the feet and ankles before we start really moving. Good. This isn't part of the 21 and done. This is just your prep, let's call it. All right, let's go ahead now and let's take the feet a little wider and let's bend the knees side to side, opening up the hip joint, stretching into the thigh muscles, calf muscles, hip muscles. Good. Side to side, nice and controlled. 2 more times. Last one, each side. And then from here, we're gonna turn and face the left and let that back heel just come up and down a little bit. Roll and release. Roll and release. Preparing those calf muscles, those shin muscles. Waking up the nerves that run all the way down to your toes, those neural connections. All right, let's hold it down and stretch it. And then let's turn gently around other direction, both toes to the right, and just roll that foot out and that heel down on the other side. Once again, love these poles. Makes it so much easier to free up these muscles and not have to worry so much about balance and alignment. All right, let's go ahead and hold that heel down for a second. Bring it back to the center. Now, toes, heels, this is hard for some of us. Toes in, heels in, heels, out, 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 out. Again, in, don't get too far out there. This is a great one for the ankles. And out, out, out. And in, and the hips. Last time, toes, heels, 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 toes, heels, toes. All right, let's start marching in place. Right, left, right. All right, so we're ready to do our first cardio minute. And it's gonna start with a slow, like you're almost walking in mud. So just hold on to your poles and walk in mud. Heavy feet, heavy feet. We're gonna do this for about 15 seconds, sorry, I'd be here all day if it was minutes. And now we're getting to the second 15 minutes. I want you to pick up the pace a little, just a little faster foot movement. We're gonna do this for 15 seconds. And then we're gonna do it a little faster. All right, here we go. Now a little faster. Just kind of pick those feet up a little bit quicker off the floor. And then for the last 15 seconds, you're gonna go all out as fast as you can. Are you ready for it? All right, here it comes, go. You got 15 seconds. Quick turnover, think right, left, left, right. Get one foot off, get the other one, hot plate. Here we go. 4 more, 3, 2, 1. And then just bend those knees and release. Good job, bend and release, bend and release. All right, now we're gonna start with our left leg, but we're gonna step up real slow and then down real slow. Here we go, 15 seconds. Up, up, and you're stepping on to like, around 1 and 1. Take your time, like you're so tired, but you're going upstairs. You got this. Now we're gonna pick up that pace a little. So just a little bit, a little faster, a little faster. You got a little energy back, didn't you? Here we go. And then again at 15 seconds, we're going to try to go a little bit faster if you can. All right, so here it comes. 15 seconds, a little faster. Just coming up, up. A little more pep in your step. Here we go. And then of course the last 15 seconds, you're still in control of that board. You'll go as fast as you're comfortable. All right, here it comes, 15 seconds. You kind of leap up a little, stay safe. But remember, it's like, ooh, I gotta get there. Don't wanna miss that plane. 2 more, last one. Excellent, now let's stay up. Wide feet, let's rock. So the feet are about 2 and 2, and we're gonna go slow rock. Sink into it. Again, imagine you're moving in mud. Really make that neural connection to the outer foot, to the knee, to the hip, to the calf, to the core. 15 seconds in, and we'll go a little faster with the rock. Are you ready? Here we go, a little faster. Not too fast, but enough where you kind of like bottom out and say, oop, I gotta get out of the mud. Awesome. Keep going. 15 seconds and we'll go a little rock faster. You've heard rock lobster? Well, this is rock faster. All right, here we go. A little faster. A little faster. And then for the last 15 seconds of the minute, we're going to go as fast as we can. So be ready for that. Not yet. All right, here we go. As fast as you can, as fast as you can. Right, left, right. Push a little bit. Come on, you can do this. Nice. Excellent. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Now pivot. Hold on, be comfortable, and just rock forward and back. You've got your left leg to the back. Turn to your left. The left leg is front, but to the back of the board. Rocking slowly for 15 seconds. Just gently transfer that weight. Front foot, back foot. All right. Now this next one, we're going to rock a little more aggressive and actually let, if you can, the foot come like an inch off as you rock. Front foot off, back foot off. Now, when we get to this 15 seconds, we're going to go a little faster if you can. A little faster. Feel the push. Feel that you're using your feet to get that board forward or back onto the floor, front, back. Last 15 seconds. Push. Hold on. Be safe though. But really try to up the speed, up the pressure. 4, 3, 2. Last one, and come back gently to the center. 5th move, all right? Are you ready for this? Remember, there's only 7 of them. So again, slow rock, side to side. You're in mud. So remember, 7 minutes, our 7-7-7, that's the 21 and done. 7 minutes of cardio. This is slow to fast. All right, a little faster. So I'm taking the minute and we're just shifting the tempo, the speed. Every 15 seconds, up a notch if you're comfortable with that. Wiggle your fingers a little bit for me so you don't over grip. Sometimes we get so intense, we put a little too much grip into it. All right, a little faster. Not all the way out yet, but a nice rocking pace, pushing through that edge and ball. Feel the big toe push. That big toe is so important for walking and so many other things. All right, faster now. Use those legs, bend the knees a little, keep the chest up high, the chin up as well. Come on, you can do this. You're almost there. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then gently pivot so that you're now standing in the side position with your right foot towards the back of your board and in the forward position. Slow rock, absorbing it again, feeling the pressure go to the front leg, pressure come to the back leg. Keeping your body alignment up, chin parallel to the floor, the chest lifted. I've got my hands on the pole so that I feel comfortable. Now let's push it up a little bit. And remember, when we pushed it up, we kind of let our foot come up and down if you're comfortable with that. A little faster, a little lift, and then again, a little bit more, putting more power into it, more push and drive. with control. And here comes the last 15 seconds, so personal best. That's it, rock front, rock back. Allow your feet to loosen up a little bit, come off the board. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done to the center. One more, all right? So our last one, we're gonna come center and we're gonna walk. Just walk. Walk for the first 15 seconds. Feel that board ambulate underneath your feet. It does rock a little. You're close to the red line in the middle. All right, 15 seconds. Bring the walk to a little faster pace. And this is our last cardio minute, so hopefully you're feeling the heart rate elevated a little, the breathing, the respiration elevated as well, a little deeper, faster breathing. All right, faster yet. Whew, keep breathing, move those feet. Right, left, right. Lift. Last 15 seconds. Let's go as fast as you're comfortable. Think of turnover, right, left foot. Let's go. You can do this. Excellent job, gang. Come on, keep that chin and chest lifted. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center. Whew, bottom out, step off. 7 and done. Get some water. Good job, everybody. All right, so take a quick second as I come over and see how everybody's doing. Awesome. Mona, yay, and Deborah, good to see you. All right, let's get some water. Our first break between the cardio 7 onto strength. Okay, so once again, for this one, we will use the tubing, not right away, but we will for some of the upper body strength. Let's go ahead and step up on 2 and 2. Now, find your balance in the center. We're gonna do a minute of squats. First, we're gonna just hold for 30 seconds. So come into the squat and isometrically just hang out here. 30 seconds. Isometrics, hold it. Sit back in your hips, evaluate your posture. Have a long line from the head to the tailbone. Abdominals pulled up, sternum lifted, knees in the direction of the toes, knees at a quarter bend. Come on, you can do this. Whew. We got 10 more seconds and then we'll do squat reps, which are movement strength, okay? This is static or isometric strength. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, now up for 2 and down. And sit back as far as you can, making sure that you're not rounding your back. Look how my sternum and chest never change position. They're facing you, they're staying up, they're not dropping. That's it, get as low as you can, stay as stable as you can. A couple more times, you can do this. Excellent. Slow it down if you need to. Body weight is usually quite proficient when it comes to strengthening those legs. All right, standing tall. Now take the right foot, bottom out the board, step back. Put the left foot on the red line. You're now in what we call a lunge position. The back heel is up. We're gonna bend down into the lunge. So bend the back knee and try to, if you can imagine it, make a right angle out of that back knee. Make sure that your knees are in the direction of your toes. Let's hold this right here, 30 seconds. Ooh boy, not easy. You're gonna feel a nice little stretching sensation in that back leg as well as a lot of work holding the position. Hold 30 seconds and then we'll do reps. Deep breath. 10 more seconds. Try to stay in the center of that board. 5 seconds. Ooh, this is not easy. I'm telling you, I'm shaking back there. All right, now up for 2 and down for 2. And if you're finding this extremely difficult, let me show you the modification. Keep going. The modification is just to do it on the floor instead of on the board. So that's always an option. But let's try to use that extra stimulation that the 60 up board is known for. Down, 2, the reactive balance, the neural connection. That's it. Here we go. One more. And very nice. Step it back up. Good job. Feet together. All right. Calf raise, hold. Oh boy. Stay tight, stay high. Now if you want to be on the floor for this, you can. Good. Hope you didn't miss me there. I thought I was on privacy mode, but I guess I'm not. Hold it, squeeze it. Hold, hold, hold. Try to stay balanced. Feel those calf muscles tightening, but also tighten the whole core, the glutes, the thighs, everything up. All right, now down with the heels and up with the heels. Remember, the modification for this would be to do it on the floor instead of the board. And up, squeeze, down, 2, up, 2. Really work at strengthening those calf and feet muscles. The muscles in the bottom of the foot, even the toes, are gripping. Good. Keep it going. Down and up. Last one. Down and up. All right. Feet down. Now, this time you're going to step back with the left foot into that lunge position. Center your right on the red line. Get your chest up. Bend that back knee to a right angle. Wiggle the foot back so that it feels comfortable. Now hold, 30-second hold. Stay put. Come on, feel that little sensation of stretch in the hip or hip flexor. That's right there. But also feel that tension and tightening in those hips and those thighs, even in that front foot as you stabilize yourself isometrically, dynamic tension. Hold it. Keep your chest up. You're almost there. We can do this. 5 more seconds and then we get to finish off with the reps. Actually, the reps feel easier, don't they? All right, here we go. Up for 2 and down. And at any time, if you feel like your stance, your foot positioning is too far back there or too close, make the adjustment so you can comfortably bend both knees to right angles during that one leg or stationary lunge. Good. 15 more seconds. Wonderful. Let's see what's coming up next. Whew. Nice. Keep going. Last one. Awesome. All right, now, right foot is on. So I want you to angle it towards the left. And I want you to grab the tubing that's on the left, holding your right hand on the pole, your left hand has the tubing. Now, if you don't have tubing, remember you can use a weight or a water bottle or just do the movement. So, in a comfortable lunge, bottomed out, pull that elbow up and hold it isometrically. I'm going to show you this so you can see it better. So hard to show it on this side. I'm here. Hold it, just hold it. Stay put. Keep that contraction in the back of the shoulder and the upper back. You've got this. Keep a nice long line from head to hip. Nice long down the spine. Hold that elbow up, don't let it drop. Squeeze those large back muscles, those posture muscles, those lifting, pulling muscles. Ready? Here comes the action row. Down, up. And if you want to add a little lunge action with the legs, you can do that as well. But keep that spine in good alignment. So it's down, up, down, up. Wonderful. Pull that elbow back high. Feel those back muscles, those shoulder muscles. Couple more. Nice. Last one. All right, now let's go ahead and put that tube down, step off, walk your body in the opposite direction, step up and ground it with your left. Grab your handle with your right. Get into a good bent over row position. Pull the elbow up and just hold it for 30 seconds, right there. Hold it, hold it. So again, I'm just gonna turn so you see what's happening on this side, all right? I'm holding my arm up and just keeping an isometric contraction behind the arm in that shoulder. Hold, hold, hold. We've almost got this. Take a breath. Beautiful. And now we add the action. Ready? Reach and row. And if you want, add a little bend at the knees. Keep that head high. Chest up. Down, up, down, up. Wonderful. And guess what? After this, you only have 1 more minute of strength because This is our 6th move. Reach, row, reach, row. Good. A couple more. Last 2. Last 1. Awesome. Okay. Go ahead and put that on the handle. Shake off that arm inside. Whew. All right. Now, I want you to go ahead and step up on your board. So get comfortable at the top. Now, this is for those of you that are okay with letting go. If not, then I'm going to do 30 seconds one arm, 30 seconds the other. Lift your elbows and extend the arms behind you like a cape. If you're not comfortable letting go, start with your right arm, okay? Squeeze it out there. For 15 seconds, try to stay balanced. Tighten the back of that arm. You've got this. If you're doing both, continue to do both. If you are only doing one, hold on with the other one and give me 15 seconds of isometrics with the other side. Keep that chin and chest up. Oh, so much happening right now. Balance, core strength, tricep, shoulders. All right, now from here, go back to the first arm and lean in and give me a little tricep kickback. If you can handle both at the same time, it's going to be 30 seconds. If only one, we got 2 more and then we switch sides. Other side, hold the pole, and here we go. Now remember, some of you are comfortable working without holding, and that's okay. But for those of you that aren't, then of course, feel free to hold that other side. A couple more. Breathe. Last one. Okay. Oh, 7 and done. Let's shake off the arms. Good work, good work. Time to stretch. Flexibility. Okay, we're going to step off the board. We're going to stand tall. We'll start with the right. Dynamic hurdle. So I want you to imagine you're coming over a hurdle. So bring the knee around. And you know, if you have to hold on tight, that's good. I want you to be stable, but I want you to get that range of motion in the hip for 30 seconds. Same leg. Because you know, when you're on the floor and you have to get up, you got to be able to scoot or cross crawl this leg up. So lean and hold. Keep going. Nice. Circle it around that hip joint. Nice, nice, nice. 2 more. Last one. Now from here, let's take that leg behind and then lean and stretch the hip this way. So, let me show you from the side. Okay? This leg is behind and I'm stretching my outer hip or thigh called the IT band. You might have heard about the IT band. It's tight on a lot of people. So this is a good way to stretch it. The leg goes behind, the hip goes out. Ooh, 30-second hold. You've got it. Excellent. All right, bring it back. Other leg. So balance now on the right and let the left leg do that swing around. It's a reverse hurdle. And the reason I like to do it, we could do it this way as well, but when you're on the floor on your hands and knees, you gotta get that leg up and around. So it's a little more functional to rehearse this dynamic move. Nice deep breath. 30 seconds of dynamics, followed by 30 seconds of static or held stretch. Excellent. One more. And then we're going to take that leg and cross it behind you. Okay, so it's behind the right. And then we lean our hip out and our body over. And use your poles. Just kind of play with it. Sometimes you just kind of go in and out of it till you feel a nice outer hip and thigh stretch. Hold it. Take a nice deep breath. Deep breath. Good job. Whew. All right, bring it back to the center. Feet, shoulder width apart. Dynamic, my favorite, the spinal stretch. So come into the forward hip hinge. Hold your poles and then just pop your back up and press it flat. I'm going to show you from the side, okay? 30 seconds. It's kind of what like a yoga move. Cat back to cow. cat back to cow. And take your time and add your breath. Exhale as you're up. Inhale as it comes down. Again, exhale and inhale. And exhale and inhale. Couple more. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. And now we're going to hold it in the up position for 15 seconds. Cat back stretch. Hold it, hold it. Tuck your chin down towards your chest. Keep that back rounded. And then for the next 15 seconds, let your chest arch a little bit and lift up with your chin. So give me more of a cobra lift. Hold for 15 seconds. Take a nice deep breath. Sit back in those hips. You've got this. Almost done. Awesome. Come up. Now, stretch number 6. Feet. And if you want to challenge yourself, you can be on the board. So I'll give you that option. We're going to reach over and out. A nice lat and torso stretch. So over and out towards your right. Nice. Keep your feet planted. You can allow yourself to rock. And again, this can be done on the floor. It doesn't have to come back up on the board. It's up to you. So feel free to do this on the ground. Good. Now, last one is going to stay and just stretch. You can hang out here. Open up. Feel that nice long stretch down the side of the body, all the way to the side of the foot. Lean over and breathe. 15 more seconds. Hold. Good. Inhale and exhale. All right. Come back to center. Other side. Reach out. Pull back. 30 seconds. Dynamic. Stretching the right side of the body now. Remember, you don't have to be on your board at this point. I'll show you what it looks like on the floor. It doesn't look too different. It's just some people like to continue that little bit more sensory stimulation of being on the board. So I encourage it if you're comfortable with it. Again. And then last one, we hold and just stretch. Hold it here. Feel that lengthening down the shoulder girdle, into the waistline, and even down to the outer edge of the foot and leg. Hold it and breathe. Inhale and exhale. You can bend that side knee out a little more, lunging, stabilizing, breathing. And bring it back. Nice job. All right. Guess what? That was 21 and done, but I'm not done with you. So let's sit down and just have a little nice closure to our workout. A little dessert, let's call it. Sometimes we get all caught up in the hard part and we forget that the cool down and relaxation segment is what really brings it all together and makes you feel great. All right, so go ahead and sit down. Feet comfortable distance. Knees and toes in the same direction, hands on thighs. Half circle, roll head right to left. Nice and slow. Dip down, and then bring it back. Think about getting rid of any pains or strains that have crept into your neck. You know, who's your pain in the neck? I won't mention mine. No, I don't have any. Just my pillow sometimes. All right, now we're gonna take, and this time you're gonna look up and behind you as you come around. And really try to use your eye muscles too. Look up and behind you. Chin comes down. Look up and behind you. Excellent. Try to coordinate your breath as well. Inhale and exhale. Last two. Last one. And then bring bring the head back to the center. That feel nice? All right, let's take one arm over, the other under, and lift up, 2, and down. Little shoulder stretch and hug. Hug up, hug down. Good. Now hold it in the down and just tap your fingers on your opposite shoulders and close your eyes. Just tap, tap. This is actually a really good stress-reducing stimulation because of the way your arms are crossed, the sensation. Just focus in on what those fingers are doing and how your shoulders are feeling. Nice. And then stop and release. Open your eyes. Switch arms. So put the other one on top. And then let's do the same stretch. Up, hug, and down. Inhale as you lift. Expand your ribs. Exhale. Let them back. Exhale. Again. Last one. And then let's bring it down and tap. Just bring the fingers around so they can pitter-patter on either shoulders. Lift your chin, close your eyes. And let that cross stimulation do its magic. Inhale and exhale slowly. And then gently release and relax. Hold on to the back of your chair rails, or the sides of your chair. Mine are nice rails. And then let your body lean through and really think about pushing your chest forward towards me, kind of like if you were Superman and all of a sudden the S is going to bust through your shirt. Open up those front shoulder muscles, chest muscles. And then from here, let your head bob down slightly, chin towards chest, and then just back to neutral. You don't have to go any higher than normal or neutral neck. Down, and up, and breathe with this. Exhale on the down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Expand that big S on your chest for super person. Super 60. Up. Again. Last one. All right, now from here, bring those arms back to the front. Let's go ahead and put one leg in front of you and just point and flex. You can keep it extended off the ground if you want, or you can let it just stay on the ground and circle that ankle. Now as you're doing this, I want you to think with your toes, not just your ankle. So make your toes lead the movement up to the ceiling, down to the floor. See if you can pick out your big toe as it goes around the motion. To the floor, to the side, to the side, to the floor. Good. Excellent. Make sure you're still sitting nice and tall. If you need to, scoot to the back of your chair for support. And then let's hold the toe back and put the foot down and then just lean in like we did with that stretch. Hey, let's try it. Both hands on top. Let's see if after working out you can get a little further than you did in the beginning of class. Maybe so. Why? Because when we get moving, we get all those synovial fluids moving in the blood and the oxygen, a lot of times we gain a little flexibility after working out. All right, let's come on back and slide that foot in, take the other one out and hold it in space or on the floor. Sit up nice and tall and start that nice circling action. Remember to include the toes, so spread them and lift them and then point them. Get that big toe involved in the shoe, those little toes going. Good. Deep breath. We're almost done with 21 and done. I hope you enjoyed this last month of really targeted, goal-based timed and monitored workouts. We'll see what I can come up with next month. And then let's go ahead and put that heel down, knee straight, hands over. Let's reach down and see if you gained any flexibility by the end of class. Remember, your goal is to get out to your toe without having to feel any real pain or discomfort anywhere. So back off if you aren't there. Take a nice deep breath, inhale and exhale. I don't know if any of you noticed I got a new mat. A lot of people ask about how to stabilize and not feel quite so imbalanced on the board. Go ahead and slide up. Well, finding yourself a thicker, this is a really cushy yoga mat, helps, or a thicker carpet. I just thought this one is a little bit brighter than my carpet was, so it worked really well for me. All right, let's inhale up and exhale down. I want you to do it the opposite way. So come up and then go out to the side. Again, come up and go out to the side. One more time this way. Arms up and out to the side. Now reverse it. So go out to the side and bring the energy in. Two more. Out to the side. Imagine that you're like gathering this ball of fresh energy and health and wellness, and you are bringing it in home to stay. All right, guys, thank you for sticking around. I'm going to come over and see if I can chat it up with any of you, but please excuse the glasses. It's just, it'll allow my chat to be a little better. Hey, Judith, so good to see you today. Let me turn off my tunes and just check in a little more. Oh, lost the internet, but turned on my phone. Craig, I'm so glad. Hey, Craig, I'm glad you like those stretches too, because I'll tell you, I love stretching, and it's probably the one thing we don't do enough of. Betsy, you're back. That was probably me, because my husband called while I was in the middle of teaching. He's not here. He's on a little work trip, but I had to, boom, end it. Okay, lost you on the TV. Sorry, that was my fault. Standing, help with standing on the one foot. Oh, good. Yeah, you know, the tandem standing, that's, for those of you that are wondering, tandem is when you have one foot in front, one in back, like you're on a tightrope. And that's usually a precursor to standing on one foot. So this is just a little bit easier than that, right? So that's a great thing, you know. And sometimes a really good tip is, you know, when you're in the market and you're kind of like, you know, oh, look at this line, I can't stand it. Well, just kind of stand on a tandem, or let one foot come up and have it be a little excuse to get some extra balance work in. Those are great ways to get some of these things we do in class more integrated with your day. Isn't that a great idea? Okay, try it. Joe, nice to see you. I don't know if I've seen you in class before, but welcome. I hope you enjoyed it. Mona, looking forward. She does my workouts later, but she always is so wonderful that you do that, Mona, because it makes us teachers feel great to know that you're anxious, and we'll be back to take it. And Doug, good to see you. Gloria, thank you for being here. Again, Vicky, Betsy, and Cindy, awesome. I did see you in the very beginning. I hope you hung in. Linda and Dan, I don't know if you're still here, the action man. You are the action man, and I'm the action woman. We could be superheroes, right? I always like that big S on your chest. Boom, that's how you stretch it. All right, guys, that's it. I'm signing out, but I will sign on to the website throughout the week. So questions, feel free to address me or just post them. And usually myself, Debbie, or Dan tries to answer them as much as possible. And yeah, it's snowing there. Well, it's cold here, but not quite snowing, Pat. But thank you again. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you realize that by you guys staying engaged and sharing your thoughts, it is part of that community that helps us with maintenance. We're in the maintenance phase for 21 and Done, so let's keep it going. All right, guys, I'm finishing and signing off. Have a wonderful rest of your week.